Welcome to Comadres y Comics. Comadres y Comics is a podcast hosted by 3 Latina women.
We highlight the Latinx presence in the comic book industry as creators, characters, and fans.
Join us as we talk CHISME, comics, fandom, and beer.
Hello and welcome to a new episode of Comadres y Comics. This is episode 276. We are your hosts. I'm Sarah.
I'm Kristen.
And I'm Jen.
Welcome back, ladies.
Hi.
Hello.
For those of you who are just listening and not watching us on YouTube, let me tell you that Eddie D'Angelini has decorated for I was gonna say St. Patrick's.
Valentine's it's St. Patrick's, yeah.
And it's like soon, right? Like next month,
right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, what day is it?
There's balloons, there are pinks and red balloons on the wall. Look at that, so romantico.
Yeah, romance is alive, you guys.
Okay, the 17th is a Tuesday next month,
but it's alive.
So St. Patrick's is on a Tuesday?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that sucks.
I know, and then I have to go to work early the next day. Early, 11 o'clock.
Oh my god. It's so funny.
Yes. So what did you guys do for Valentine's Day? What was it?
Saturday. Yes. So I had my 20-mile training run for the LA Marathon. So I was running with my training group. Then we went to breakfast. Then I came home and took a shower and waited for Eddie to come home because we had dinner reservations. We had shabu shabu for Valentine's Day.
Ooh, exciting.
How long have these shabu shabu plans been in place?
I don't know. He made the plans. It was a surprise. And when I came home, the house was decorated with hearts and little garlands. And a Valentine's Day card taped to the bathroom because I'm sure he knew that I was going to go straight to the bathroom when I came home.
Oh my God. He knows you. He loves you. That's so cool.
It's so sickening. I love it for you.
Seriously. Oh, whatever.
I'm training to do a 65-mile bike ride with a group of friends in May. So we have been upping the ante. We were doing like 20 miles. We're currently at 35 miles.
Ooh, nice.
And we've been pushing it and stuff like that. A friend is letting me borrow her hybrid bike.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, because I'd been using my cruiser this entire time. Going up like fucking hills, struggling. And when I was on her bike, I was just like, oh, I need me a bike like this. Because let me tell you, it was a fucking breeze. I was just like, this is crazy. I hate that I need another bike now. Instead of, I now see why people have 3 or 4 bikes. I'm just like, fuck. I need my chill bike, and then I need this one that is speed, momentum. But that's what we did, and yes, we're all single. We're all single. We're just like, well, we don't have any plans, so let's do we can do 35 miles. It takes us about 3.5 hours. So we want to decrease that time and increase the mileage as well. So we're working on it. But right now our rides are lasting about 3.5 hours.
Where's the course?
It's gonna be in Greensville or Greenwich, some place that's beyond Sacramento.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so in that area, it's gonna be hilly. That's what we know.
Okay.
And there's a longer one, but we're locked in to do the 65-mile one.
Cool.
And it's so funny how doing consistent exercise is so good for you because I no longer run out of breath. I no longer run out of breath going up the stairs, and my legs be looking hella nice.
Yeah.
So that's been fun, and I've been doing it consistently now since the beginning of January, and we're mid-February, so it's been good. It's so like I definitely need a group. I can't do shit on my own.
Yeah.
Like it's so hard. It takes a level of self-discipline that I just am not there yet. So having a group of friends to like go do stuff with is motivating. So after that I got home and then I just played video games with my friends
Nice.
as well. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot it was I was gonna say Halloween. I forgot it was Valentine's Day. And then I got like around, I don't know, it was like around 2 or 3 in the afternoon, and my aunt, she texts me a picture of a pile of bricks on somebody's front lawn. Like not in the front lawn, but right past the sidewalk. Like a huge pile of bricks. And she said, "Happy Valentine's Day." And I was like, "When and where and are they free?" And she said, "I think they're free." And I said, "Where are they?" She's like, "Across the street from my house, like a few houses down." And I was like, "Oh, okay, let me finish some stuff here and then I'll head over." And I headed over like around 5:20. And my aunt lives like, a 10-minute walk. So it's like really fast. So I get there and I'm like, I just don't want to start taking them. So I knocked on the door. I'm like, "Excuse me, sir. I hate to bother you. And are these free?" And then he goes, "Yeah, they're free. Take them all if you want." I'm like, "Thank you so much. Thank you. I will. Thank you.
I will.
I will be taking all your bricks.
I will be taking all your bricks." Now the pile was, I didn't count them. I should have, but it was as tall. I'm 4'11", okay? It was as tall as my boob. Like, that's how tall the brick.
It was a big pile and pretty wide.
That's a pretty big
Yes.
pile.
And they were all intact. There was like only like 4 of them that were broken.
Wow.
And so
that's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money. I know, because I've been trying to buy bricks and pavers and stuff like that, and I'm always like looking for sales, or I'm always looking on like OfferUp and Craigslist and Marketplace for free bricks. And there was one time I drove by Torrance and I was because I was looking for these 4 free bricks.
4?
Ridiculous. Yeah, ridiculous. I know. So seeing this pile is like, like, whoa, I hit the jackpot. So it took me from 5:30 to 11:30 to load and unload bricks. So wow. I have a Kia Sportage. I can't load it up because it's gonna fuck up my car, my suspension. And so I did what I could, and not feel like I was gonna mess up my car. So I did that, and I did it until 11. The very last brick out of my car was at 11:30.
Oh my goodness, that's a lot. And you did it all by yourself?
Yes, my husband's in Vegas, so and then my aunt and my uncle said, "We came outside to try to help you 3 times, but we didn't see you." He goes, and then my uncle came out like one last time, and he said, "Oh no, I think somebody else is taking the bricks because it doesn't look like Sarah's car, and the fellow looks really skinny." And I was like, "That was me. You're saying I look skinny, and you thought it wasn't me because I'm usually fat?"
Well, thank you, but also, how dare you?
Exactly. So I think it was because I never wear hoodies, and I was wearing a hoodie because it was cold, and I was wearing these like black like biker pants or whatever, and I have been noticing as I've been getting older, and I don't use my legs that much, that they got really skinny. That's why I always wear long dresses, and not pants or shorts. So see, now I've told.
Well, you need to start running like me or biking like Jen so you can have nice shapely legs.
Yes, I did at one point would bike to work, and my legs were really awesome back then. So
it wasn't that long ago. You can get it now.
Yeah,
I know. I am. You guys are inspiring me to get my bike fixed and ride around. But anyway, so that's what I did. I got free bricks.
That's great.
Nice.
That was wonderful.
That's a huge savings. Like seriously.
No, I totally know that, and I already set a bunch of them on my driveway, and it looks amazing now.
Yeah.
So when I say my driveway, it's actually my front yard, which we already had a black tarp on it, because we were planning on just not growing any more grass. So, but it was just
having
the
bricks
sun was
instead is so nice. Yeah.
yeah. So now bricks look awesome. So that's what I did. So I'm so excited. I'm like, I love it. My back hurts, but I love it. Yeah. All right, guys. Now it's time for Chisme de la Semana. And what chisme do you have for us today, Kristen?
Okay, so this week, Eddie and I, are going to attend ComicsPro, which ComicsPro is an organization that is an industry trade organization, and they are like the group that advocates between retailers and publishers, distributors, like all the things and people that make the comic shop industry go round. They really help to support. And so I was looking at the agenda for the week, and I saw an article that said that Bad Ideas Secret Mark Waid and David Lapham comic launches. I'm like, what Secret Mark Waid comic? So I looked, and Bad Idea, if you don't remember, was a comic book publisher that came out a few years ago, and they their whole shtick was that they were only going to contact certain local comic shops where their books would be available. Heidi Ho never got contacted, but Jeffries did, and so somehow they got the books at their shop. And a couple of people in the beginning asked for it, but then no one ever asked for it, and so we didn't think it was a big deal. So whatever, Bad Idea. And then of course they
living up to their name, I see.
Yeah, and then of course it all kind of went wonky, and they disappeared for a while, and honestly I don't know what happened, but they're still around. And this article says Bad Idea is doubling down on its reputation for bold, unconventional publishing strategies with the launch of its fourth Secret Six comic. And this one's called When I Was Five, and it's from Eisner Award winners Mark Waid and David Lapham. It was announced Friday that When I Was Five marks the first chapter in a brand new creative initiative internally dubbed David Lapham X. And that's a series that will pair Lapham with some of the biggest creators in comics. And there isn't really any details about the future collaborations, but this is the first one where he's going to be matched with Mark Waid. And so the unique thing about this book is that it's going to debut at ComicsPro. And the only way you can get it is at ComicsPro. You have to be a retailer, and you have to attend their presentation that is going to, I think they're going to have a couple of different ones. It's going to be happening there at ComicsPro at the Hilton in Glendale. And every copy will already be signed by Mark Waid. And it is going to be a book that has no orders, no allocations, no second printings, and there's only 99 of them. And so retailers must attend one of these presentations to earn one copy. So each attending store will receive one limited edition copy of When I Was Five. That's it. So I am really interested to see how this goes over. Is this a bad idea? Is it not? I wonder how the secondary market is going to treat this book, because maybe the shops sell it for a certain amount, and then that customer turns around and tries to sell it for even more. Who knows if there's going to be any kind of clamoring for this book. I'm sure Mark Waid fans will want to get their little hot hands on it. But it doesn't say anything in this article about what the book actually is about.
It's about when he was 5.
Yeah, I guess so. there's a list here of qualifying stores. I don't know where they got this list, but we're not on it. But we are attending, so that does mean that we do qualify. So we hopefully, I told Eddie we got to go to this, so hopefully we do get a copy, and then I'll be able to tell you everything about what the book is about. So the book is When I Was Five, and if you're a Mark Waid or David Lapham or both fan, then you're going to want to keep your eye out at your local comic shop to see if they qualified and got a copy.
Man, you gotta get your hands on it and then pass it around like a dirty magazine. I'm like down, like let's go read it in the back of the bleachers or something.
I'm down.
All right, guys, that's time for On My Radar. Kristen, what is on your radar?
So on my radar this week is a book called The Digger. And I think I might have talked about this as something that, I don't know if it was on my radar before or if it was just a saludos. Don't ask me because I don't remember. My weeks go by so quickly, especially now. But this is a book that was released this week, which is February 11th. And I did read the book and I really enjoyed it. And the way that this book came across my radar a couple of months ago, the writer was on TikTok and I was on the shop's TikTok. And so I really tried to like and share TikToks of comic creators and artists, writers, whatever. And this one came across our FYP and it really sounded interesting. And it was FOC and he was saying, hey, my comic's going to be on FOC. It's my first one that's going to be widely distributed, blah, blah, blah. Please support. And so I looked into it and I had just started doing FOC for the shop. And it came up and I was like, oh, here it is. And so because I saw that video, I ordered some copies. And it might have been a book that I would not necessarily have ordered because it's from a very small publishing company called Invader Comics. And this book is set in the 1930s in Veracruz, Mexico, along the Gulf Coast. And it is a story about this dude, this bad white guy, who wants to come and ravage the Olmec ruins. And he is trying to find them, but they're very well hidden to anyone from the outside world. Locals make money guiding academics and scholars through the region, but there is one name that is spoken in hushed tones, and that is someone that all the guides stay away from, and they call him El Excavador, the excavator. But the boy, that's all they call him, the boy, doesn't listen to whispers. He hasn't seen that no one returns from guiding this American in the hat. And the boy doesn't know that the man with the eyes of the devil is bad. And when he finds out that his grandmother is sick and needs money for her medicine or even to pay the doctor so the doctor will keep coming, he feels like he doesn't have a choice because he knows where these ruins are and he knows that this man is offering money. So the very first issue is basically we get the backstory of the sick grandma, of this bad guy, and in some of the panels we see why he's a bad guy. He's not very happy when some of the guides can't get him to where he wants to be or where he needs to be. So this is going to be, I don't know how many issues it is, but the first issue came out this week. And the art is amazing. If you go to T.S. Luther on not Instagram, well, I don't know, he might have Instagram, but on TikTok, you'll see him sharing some of the pages. He's the writer. The artist is Sam Gudilin, and I hadn't heard of him before, but he might have an Instagram. That's Gudilin. The art is very stylized and looks very much like it belongs in a 1930s Mexico. Very, very cool. Very, the storyline was very engaging, and I highly recommend that you read it. The Digger by T.S. Luther and Sam Gudilin. I don't know when the second issue comes out, but I would say probably in a month from now. Really good story, and I definitely recommend it.
Awesome. Sounds so cool.
Yeah.
The Olmec ruins. Wow. I really love the Olmec because of their big giant heads. They look like me. Yeah, and I actually bought like a miniature Olmec head. I don't know what happened to it. Now I'm really sorry I misplaced it, or it probably broke or something. I know.
It's like what do you call it? Like that episode of Brady Bunch where they steal the little head, the little tiki whatever, and then bad stuff starts happening to everybody.
She didn't steal it though. She bought it.
True, true. All right, guys, now it's time for our book review. What are we reviewing today, ladies?
So today we are reviewing Black and Bloody Zine Anthology, brought to us by Black Indie Comics Club. I'm going to read the introduction that they have here. It is, do you love vampires? Do you love black vampires? We Absolutely. Know you do. There's a reason why you're here, friend. In Black and Bloody, 29 artists answered the call for more black horror in the comic and speculative world. The genre of the black vampire is not at all a new concept. Black vampires have existed in written fiction and folklore as far as back as 1819. The Black Vampire, A Legend of St. Domingo. In the Black, diasporic, and African purview, vampires have had a few names, or have had many names. Obayifo, Adze, Asasan Bonsam, Lugaru, Aserna, Sukuyan, and more. As black horror written by and for us enters the mainstream, we too get to drink our fill of the vampire genre. We can loosen our hold on fan favorites such as Blade, Queen of the Damned, and Blackula. We can make our own new canon. We become freer by confronting horror, real and imagined, safely through the laughter and fear fiction evokes. No matter how you view vampires symbolically, we invite you to read this community-created work, chills, thrills, and all. We know you'll savor every last drop, just like we did. This anthology was lovingly curated, designed, and edited with the blood, tears, and fears of the Black Indie Comics Club admin and with help from the Black and Bloody Anthology Gang, BAG. The world needs more black vampires, so start reading. They're waiting for you to invite them in. From the digital desk of agoraphobic alien, I.E. Rufin.
That is so cool.
Very cool. I really enjoyed this anthology. It was a lot of fun. And, okay, oops. Admittedly, one of my favorite vampires to this day, or at least half vampires, is Blade. He's really cool, and I'm very emotionally attached to the second Blade movie because it's a Guillermo del Toro film. And of course, like, Queen of the Damned, iconic.
Absolutely.
Like, it is like, for some, I don't know why, but for some reason, no, I do know why. It's because Interview with the Vampire. And people are like going back and they're rewatching the old Tom Cruise one and the old like movie as well, and like really like there's a new wave of fans of like Queen of the Damned and stuff like that, and I'm all for it. I think they are like kind of iconic, but they are kind of like the only ones as well. So I totally see the point of view of creating and like putting more out there as well. As I was reading it, I couldn't help but thinking of the movie Vampires in the Bronx. That was a really great movie that was like also like code for like gentrification and stuff like that. So there's like that layering of like whatchamacallit, of vampirism being code for something else, but also like Sinners just came out last year as well, and just how it itself is not only just colonialism, but also like a redefining of basically like the music industry as well, from how people have said it, or like the entertainment industry and how it profits off of black creativity. It wants all the creativity with none of the suffering, basically. But also just a great vampire movie as well, a great horror movie as well. I really really enjoyed it. But these are now like new cultural, like new uh basically they're like black vampires, or like vampire hunters, or like against vampires, either for or against, and I am all for it. Like the new, what is it, Interview with a Vampire, making Louis like basically like a black vampire. Oh my god, I remember when that came out, people were freaking pissed off about it because of the old movie, and because Anne Rice herself never, she was dead by then. People were just like, what would she say? I mean, bro, she's dead. She don't give a fuck no more.
She died? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a book here signed by her. I don't remember who.
No way.
Yeah, or maybe it's at the shop, but yeah, I bought it at a QCon fundraiser.
What a fucking legend. Oh, Anne Rice. Yeah. Like, was she toxic AF? Yes, she was. Was she funny? Yes, she was.
I went through a bunch of emotional turmoil with that woman. Loving all of her series, the witches of wherever, the vampire, witches, yeah. And then all of a sudden she's denouncing all of her life's work because she believes in God and Jesus now. I'm like, lady.
No, she was doing her Christian fan fiction, but then on the side,
I read that book too.
Yeah, she was doing whatchamacallit, like myth erotica. Like she did like a Sleeping Beauty erotica.
Yes, God, I remember.
What a nuanced woman. Like I said, she was like, toxic.
Honestly, I think she.
It's so funny.
Didn't she live in Louisiana? I mean,
she lived in New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Yeah, but then she moved to
California.
Yeah, and then she moved to California. Yeah, she lived in not Palm Springs, I think, but it's somewhere in California, somewhere in like the desert. Yeah, but yeah, she passed away, and then like I guess her son has like all the rights to her stuff now. But hey, do we know if she would be pissed? I don't know. Do I know she'd be happy about the money? Yes, she would. Like, people need to read or like just look into all the shit that Anne Rice has done. Like, there's a reason fandom spaces are the way they are, and it's because she literally served legal documents telling people to stop creating fan works, like fan art, fan fiction. She's just like, no, you're not.
That's funny.
She tracked people down and sent legal papers.
Wow.
Imagine some little 12-year-old girl getting served.
Really? Oh my god. She got her fandom to bully a New York Times critic.
Wow.
Yeah, who basically wrote a bad a critique about one of her Christian books, and she was just like, I don't like that, and then she had her fandom bully this woman. Like, she didn't say send death threats, but they did. They did it for her. Oh my god. An icon, really. Of what? I don't know, but certainly an icon.
Oh my goodness.
That's sidetrack. I'm so sorry. This is a space for Black vampires and Black creators creating vampire stories. Anyways, I really, really liked it. Love the artwork. Of them all, I really like two stories. The Last Stop and
that was so haunting.
And the art was so good.
Yes. That one, it was so good. Actually, you know what? We'll make it 3 because I liked the last stop was really good. The one I really love the artwork. There wasn't a lot of a story, but I did like the descriptions of it. Oh, In the Night, I Am Endless by Jonathan Val Eden. So it was this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That one was really good. And I kind of liked the one with what is it? It was only like a couple of pages, but I liked the connotations of it. A Blood Dim Tide. So it was this one about a vampire. Ugh.
Oh yeah,
Like reflecting on how he would hide, let himself be taken as a slave, and then he'd like eat the whole ship.
Mm-hmm.
So really like haunting, really amoral vampires. Just like, no, I'm hungry and I'm gonna fuck everybody up here.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So those are my 3 favorites of this series, but overall they were really, really great. I wish the poem in the beginning tied in a bit more to the theme.
Mm-hmm.
Because besides like the blood and stuff like that, like mentioned it, I was just like, you had writer's block, you got over it. You got over it with your queer friends. I'm happy for you, but I need a little more relevance here. So, but overall, I loved it.
I was frustrated. I was into that story. I don't know what it was called, but the story about the guy that would picked up this girl and then took her to the field and then told her to run for her life. What happened to her? And who was he talking to on the phone?
Yeah.
When it just ended, I'm like, oh, you did not just do that to me. Because Eddie's like, just skip it. He's like, that's a lot of words. Just skip it. I'm like, no, I'm going to read it. And then to be left hanging.
Yeah. I mean, from how I took that one, like the fact that he called himself like Night Stalkers, a vampire, stuff like that. I'm pretty sure there was some more lore behind it. There might be like actual Night Stalkers as a thing. Mm-hmm. But how I was reading it, I was just all like, oh my god, they're chasing her down like a slave.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I was just all like, that's how I was taking this allegory.
I read it as like, what is that story called? Most Dangerous Game.
Oh, like, yeah.
Like vampires over here tormenting humans.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and I guess I like the descriptions of like the allure, how she was like the helplessness of it all. I did like how she was just like she was able to fight it off, showing that she had like strong willpower. Mm-hmm. But I was also frustrated with it, and I was just like, oh my god, she's getting eaten. Like this isn't like she's not. There's no hope. There's like she doesn't have a weapon on her or anything like that. Nothing.
I think it was left open because he did kind of offer her the other, and what I thought was like eternal life, in a sense. Like, oh, I knew you were gonna be strong, and I mean, there's another thing we could do here. So I think that's why they left it kind of open. We're like, run for your life.
So I'm gonna chase you down. No,
I know.
The way I'd be like, try me now, and I'm gonna take all of us down. Yeah. Right now. Like, fuck you.
Because the way that it was written, it seemed like it was going to be kind of a different outcome. Like she was going to fight for herself. Maybe she would have found a wooden stake on the ground, or I don't know what. But when at the end, she was trying to refuse him and be like, no, I'm not getting up, and I'm not, just kill me now. And then he was like, run for your life. I'm like, well, what's the point? If you're already at that stage and you're talking to a vampire and he's on his cell phone to who knows who telling you to run, I'm like, you know what? That's too much work. Just kill me here.
I guess I don't want to live that bad. If we're gonna be recreating scenes from the time of the freaking the 1800s, I'd rather not.
Yeah. So The one I really liked, The Last Stop. That one was really good, and the art was just amazing. Yeah. And there was a lot of them where the art really pulled me in, but the story, and I don't know if it was the paneling or what, but I got confused, and I'm like, what's going on here? And that prose story wasn't the only story where I felt like I got left hanging. There was, and I understand it's just a zine, and there's a whole bunch of shorts, and it's not a whole comic. But I think in some of them, the sequential storytelling part was a little off. But the one that I really liked that was very short was these two vampires, a man and a woman. And no, he was the vampire, she was a woman. And she was inquiring about, if you turn me, we can be together for eternity. He's like, hell no, man. That's too thirsty, even for me. And he's flying off as a bat. That made me laugh.
That made me laugh out loud. I love that. And I also love the one where the little bat comes out. He's like, I'm finally gonna feast.
Oh, yeah.
And then he ends up like
stuck to the horse.
Biting. Stuck to the horse. And I'm like, oh my God, this is hilarious. Yeah. But no, that one with this is too thirsty even for me. Oh, that just had me rolling. That was so hilarious.
So I actually was, let me try to open it again. I found it earlier. Now I don't know what I did with it. Here it is.
I was going to say the other one that I found really funny was the one where there's these like two vampires, and one of them is like in love with the other one, but they're dating another person, and it's a vampire hunter.
Oh, I know, yeah.
Yeah.
And I like that one because of the ending. I thought that was like, but because they're like, well, we don't eat people, we just eat animals. But then they were kind of like, oh shoot, we can't let this go to waste.
When in Rome.
So fun. Yes, I was like, oh my God. I didn't see that coming at all. I loved it. I love that one. It's funny.
So I don't remember what story it was, but there was a story where the lettering was just handwritten and it was all
was it a Promise?
I don't remember.
It was about two sisters, or I thought they were sisters, but one of them's like adopted, I think.
Was adopted?
Yeah.
Yes.
That one confused me. I liked the artwork for it.
So, one of the things that I read in the back matter of the book was a little description about Black Indie Comics Club. And one of the things that they said was, we offer support and connection for Black creators, regardless of where they may be in their career, and seek to grow Black inclusion and access to resources in independent comics. And that made me actually appreciate more that comic, because at first I'm like, why did they put this in here? This is horrible. But the fact that they included it for whether the story or the art or whatever, and that's what that creator had at the time or whatever, and they still offered them the opportunity to be in the anthology, and that is part of their mission, I actually respected and can appreciate. So I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, I mean, because there was one that I got frustrated, and I went back and I reread it 3 times, and I was just like, some of these panels are not adding up because I'm so lost right now. But at the same time, I could appreciate the art. I could try to piece together my own version of the story as I was trying to read it. But also, you are right, we all have to start somewhere. And already the story showed promise of there is definitely something there. There's definitely talent there. And I think that is, above all else, what this is a showcase of. And it's a showcase of up and coming talent and ideas as well, because this was such a rich concentration of not only the interpretation of the vampire myth, but how there was romance, there was horror, there was comedy, there was prose, there was just plain art. There was one short story that was just images, comic images, no words besides a watch out, I think. And I really like the artwork for that one as well. Even again, because there was lack of words, I was just like, I'm not entirely sure like how the pacing of this is supposed to be read. But yeah, all of this combined together, I think this is a great showcase of the Black vampire genre that is slowly taking shape.
Sarah, how you backed this as a Kickstarter? How did you learn about it?
Well, I never take the time to go through like projects. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to, because we were in between like books and you were in between getting the shop. And I was like, we're gonna need more books pretty soon. And I think if I back things digitally, I can do a little bit more and share more. And so I took a day to just like look over projects and stuff, and I knew that Black History Month was coming, so I was like, we're gonna need more books, and I really want to focus on indie projects. So I came across it, and I read up on it, and I'm like, I know we like horror, so let's do it.
Oh,
and
okay.
I really liked like their statement and how they, presented the project and everything, and I was like, and they had a digital option, so I was like, this is for me. I'm definitely gonna back this, and I'm glad I did.
Yeah, definitely. I'm glad that you did as well, because this was a lot of fun, and I'm surprised that I missed it on Kickstarter.
Honestly, I think that I am coming back around to enjoying vampire stories again. I really think that in the way that Walking Dead kind of saturated the market with zombies and everyone was trying to do a zombie story, Twilight did that for vampires, and I was such a huge, like, that was my thing, vampire books, and that's why I had all of the Twilight books, because friends would give them to me as gifts, and yes, I read them all, but I kind of got a little bit like overly done with vampire stories.
Got overfed.
Yeah, and so I hadn't really enjoyed anything in that kind of genre, book or TV show or movie. But then again, like you mentioned, Jen, and the fact that you said last year for Sinners, I'm like, oh my gosh, time flies. But yes, I didn't know that it was a vampire story before I went in there. So I was pleasantly surprised. And I think there was something else recently that I saw. And I just recently rewatched the original Blade movie a few months ago. Don't ask me why. Maybe it was during Halloween. I was trying to watch horror stuff, and I'm like, I'm gonna watch Blade. So I am slowly starting to re-engage with the vampire, and I really do. I really enjoy this anthology. I do enjoy vampire stories, and so I'm really glad that you did bring this to us, Sarah.
Awesome! I'm so glad it was great. So yeah, I can't say any more about. I mean, the art was amazing. I love the art. The single art pages were really cool. I laughed out loud at some of the stories. I thought they were really well done, and I was really haunted by Last Stop too. Very very haunting.
Yeah,
and other ones as well. But yeah, no, it was really good. The one I still can't stop thinking about the one where the vampires that only ate animals and how they were forced to eat a human. That was just
I don't know. Forced.
I know, really. But I thought that was cool. So I think we're ready to rate it. What's our rating scale, Kristen?
So we rate our books on a scale of 1 to 3 conchas, where 3 conchas was the most conchas that Jen's mom ever let her eat in one sitting. So that was the best. But if the book is off of our charts, then we each come up with our own individualized rating. I'll go ahead and start, and I'm going to give it, let's see. I really did like it. I really liked the idea of it, and I do really like the fact that this Black Indie Comics Club exists, but because of some of the inconsistencies and kind of confusion that I had on some of them, I'm going to give it 2 conchas.
What about you, Jen?
I really, really enjoyed it. I'm gonna give it tres conchas. Simply because I've always been a fan of the vampire genre. Even with Twilight, I've come around from my actually Twilight's bad era of conformity. I don't care anymore. I still love it. I love the books. I love her Mormon vampires. It because in itself it is a telling of the vampire genre and how it's changed. But I've always been about vampires. So reading all this was such dopamine rush for me as I was reading it. I was just like, oh hell yeah, I'm all for this. So tres conchas for me. I loved even the ones that kind of frustrated me a little bit, because of either formatting or simply I was just I didn't really maybe like the story as much. But overall, there's so much good work here that the entire work for me, tres conchas.
Yeah, I'm gonna also give it tres conchas. I really enjoyed it. I haven't laughed out loud reading something in a while, so that says a lot to me. Mm-hmm. So I really, really enjoyed it, and I'm glad they're doing good stuff. So tres conchas for me. All right, guys, that was time for En La Librería. Jen, what do you have for us today?
So today I have California Screaming, Horror in the Golden State, a chilling comic book anthology of California-themed horror stories by top creators. So this is being done by Leonie O, a comic book writer and artist. This is the story that they have right here. Welcome to the California Screaming Horror in the Golden State anthology. The Golden State is known for its glittering coastline, glamorous stars, and glorious sunshine. But the brightest sun can cast the darkest shadows. Beneath this dazzling veneer lie macabre and deadly secrets waiting to be uncovered. From the sun-bleached beaches of SoCal to the towering redwoods of the North lurk mysterious, ominous, and terrifying tales. California Screaming Horror in the Golden State is a carefully curated, crowd-funded comic book anthology by top horror creators. Travel through the state with a roadmap of chilling California-themed stories from an eclectic mix of writers and artists that you won't find anywhere else. Whether you're a seasoned Californian or just eager to visit, this sun-drenched collection is sure to bring you plenty of frights and delights. This book will feature original stories from a host of innovative creators, including David Avallone, Corinna Becco, Roy Burdine, Corinna Bechko, my bad, Roy Burdine, Deborah Doughty, Dakota Denton, Shannon Eric Denton, Rance Hosley, Piotr Kowalski, Alice Leclerc, Leonie O'Moore, Drew Roshk, Kat Staggs, Vince Underwood, Garrett Waring, Elise Williams, Kelly Williams, and Amelia Wu. Edited by Leonie O'Moore, cover art by Dan Brereton. California Screaming Horror in the Golden State is a full-color comic book anthology intended for mature readers. Made by real-life humans, ghouls, and goblins. No AI. Only you can bring these terrors to life. Help make horror happen by backing this campaign. After covering costs of printing, packing, shipping, Kickstarter fees, and taxes, the money from this campaign goes directly to the creators as a page rate for their hard work. The more money we raise, the better we can pay the creators. Without your help, the project won't happen. You'll receive updates at each stage of the project, so you'll feel like you're working on it right alongside us. And then they have titles of each of the stories by each of the creators and artists that are working on it. Then they have a breakdown of the rewards that they have on here, as well as an introduction to the team with links to every single creator and their and any of their relevant works that they've done as well. So definitely check it out. This is a really ambitious project, and it looks amazing. The they have like the California logo, like you know how in like touristy stuff it's like the big bold letters, and in it is like California in blood. And then the other one that's gonna be artwork by Emilio Wu, lettering by Micah Myers. It has like a Frankenstein-esque monster inside of the California lettering, as well as like a brain and a heart. It looks really, really cool. They have a goal of $18,000.
Whoa.
They are currently at 2,181 with 62 backers and 23 days to go. You can always pledge without expecting a reward, but the base pledge does start at $10 for the digital edition of California Screaming in a PDF format. For $15, you can get the deluxe digital edition, which is going to have a different cover. And it includes additional content exclusives such as sketches, postcard art, and more. For the print edition of the book, it is going to be $20. It is going to be a full color printing, estimated approximately 116 to 120 pages. And then if you want both the print and digital, it's going to be $25. They have a digital mega bundle, which is $45. It includes the California Screaming Horror Anthology digital edition, as well as Gates of Midnight graphic novel, Mary Shelley Presents, Invisible Republic Volumes 1 through 3, and Torrent Extended Edition. There is a retailer bundle as well that is at $70, and it includes 5 copies of the print book. And those are all the tiers. Their early bird special has already ended, unfortunately. Definitely check it out. It's a very ambitious project. It looks really, really good. There are some familiar names on here that I'm pretty sure we've either reviewed or we've met around in the con circuit. But I think it looks really fun. And like, there is so much potential in just the California themed like horror stories. I mean, there's certainly enough urban legends in Los Angeles itself to make a good basis for almost anything. But imagining all up and down the route, all up and down California, like, I don't know about y'all, but the Central Valley is kind of scary.
How dare you?
Are you living there right now? Do not tell me that if you all of a sudden one day you went to sleep in your Torrance home and then all of a sudden you woke up back in Hayward. Hanford. Sorry. Back in Hanford. No idea how you got there. And like you'd just be like and everybody treated you like nothing ever happened. Like, girl.
I contemplated eating a steak sandwich.
That's another thing. Your steak sandwich place, gone.
Oh, the horror.
Exactly. The Central Valley is scary. At least to me, as a big city girl, scary, terrifying.
I mean, there's a lot of freaking stories in the old Hollywood. Like, I heard about tunnels underneath mansions that connect with other mansions. I mean, come on,
girl. The Epstein files themselves are scary enough. Jesus. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they have a lot of content, is what we're saying.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna be horror when Disney comes after them for using that name, California Screamin'.
I mean, who knows?
That's crazy. All right, guys, now it's time for Juntos y Fuertes. Kristen, what do you have for us today?
So, today I have an oldie but a goodie because I just received an email from Tia Chuchas. And if you don't know, Tia Chuchas is a cultural center and bookstore located in the Deep Valley. But the cool thing about them is that they offer a lot of community classes and workshops. And so They have their March through May schedule out. That's the email I got. So this is 8 weeks of sessions, and they are offering things like beginner's guitar. Tell me if you know what son jarocho is. Whatever it is, they're offering beginning classes.
I don't know what it is.
But in the picture, people are holding little wooden things that look like guitars, so maybe it's something like that. They are offering kinetic drawing, a flip book workshop, and these are the beginner guitars for ages 11 through 18, and so is the son jarocho, 11 through 18. The flip book workshop is 11 through 14. Then they have mixed media photography, and that is for ages 15 through 24. And then they have cooking classes, flavors of justice, love, and community. And those are for 17 to 24. And so the cool thing about this is that all of the workshops are free. Completely free to the community. So if you are local to the Valley here in Los Angeles, San Fernando Valley, I believe they used to be located up in Sylmar, but I don't remember if, I know they have classes at El Nido, because that's where we have gone and done our celebration of words. And then if you sign up to participate, everybody who participates in the classes are eligible. Their names are put in to receive a $100 gift card on completion of the class. So you not only don't have to pay, but they might pay you. So you can go to tiachucha.org. That's TIACHUCHA.org. And find out all the information about these workshops. And after this 8-week series is up, a whole nother 8-week series comes up. So it's really a great community resource and amazing workshops that they always offer. So definitely check them out and see if it's something that you can do.
All right, guys, now it's time for saludos. And saludos, Kristen, goes out today to... Who are we saludando today?
Oh. So we are going to give saludos to the creators of the Black and Bloody anthology that we read today. And that is Black Indie Comics Club, or BICC. Black Indie Comics Club is a space for Black community, culture, and comfort in the world of indie comic making. They are a hybrid group that meets virtually via Discord and has in-person chapters in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and Columbus, Ohio. They offer support and connection for Black creators, again, like we mentioned earlier, regardless of where they may be in their career, and to help them to seek to grow Black inclusion and access to resources in independent comics. They were founded in December of 2023 by Minneapolis-based cartoonist Hawa Youngmark and Columbus-based cartoonist Aj Ruffin. So if you would like more information, you can contact them through Instagram, TikTok, or I don't know what the butterfly is, Blue Sky, at Black Indie Comics, and that's with an X Club. So that's at BlackIndieComicsClub, Black Indie Comics Club on Instagram, Blue Sky, and TikTok.
Yes, and right now they're currently having a Water for Gaza fundraiser hosted by BICC. So definitely check that out, and maybe you can contribute to that fundraiser. as well. They're doing good stuff there, and so like we're really happy to have come across their anthology and also now come across their projects and their club, basically their comics club. So saludos goes out to you. All right, guys, now it's that time, guys. It's the end of the episode. Where can they find us, Kristen?
As always, you can find us on our website at commoditycomics.com, where you can find links to all of our socials and information about who we are. You can also email us with any questions, critiques, bad words at commoditycomics@gmail.com. And don't forget, if you are only listening on a streaming platform, you can watch us on YouTube and see all of our crazy antics that happen while we record.
Yes, thank you so much for being so patient and taking the time to share this time with us. We really appreciate it. Again, just reminding you that we are coming up on our 10-year anniversary, so stay tuned for information on that. We're going to be celebrating with all of you, and hopefully you can join us. So thank you so much for being here. We have been your host. I'm Sarah.
I'm Kristen.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.